I'm Jim Abbott, President and Managing Broker of ARG Abbott Realty Group. I've been selling San Diego real estate for 26 years, and I have the great privilege to lead our company of top sales agents and staff who are, in my opinion, the very best in the business. In 2011, our firm represented some of the largest resale transactions in the Metro San Diego area. Our realtors work tirelessly for their clients, and they work ethically. I believe that great realtors bring value to each and every client, and given today's market conditions, they are needed now more than ever. But enough about us. I'm here with an important message to our industry colleagues and clients. Effective immediately, ARG Abbott Realty Group no longer permits the display or use of our listing inventory by what are known as listing syndication websites. You may know these sites by names such as Zillow, Trulia, and yes, even Realtor.com. There are many others. A handful of top real estate firms across the country have already pulled their content from these syndicators. ARG Abbott Realty Group is the first to do so in San Diego. All listing syndicators have one thing in common. They act as middlemen and post our valuable listing data alongside the contact information of other agents and brokers who rent ad space on their sites. Usually they do this with our permission while claiming that exposure of our listings in any way on the internet is a good thing. Time and results prove absolutely that it is not. After 3 years of carefully examining internal metrics for the sites where our listings appeared, I categorically state the following. Neither the home seller, who has hired us to represent their property, or the potential home buyer is remotely well served by listing syndicators. Here's why. These sites are really nothing more than slick advertising platforms. They often use fear and peer pressure to induce agents and brokers to sign costly long-term contracts for their lead generation services. Our industry is vigorously regulated by local, state, and federal governments to protect the public. Yet listing syndicators have no legal responsibility for the accuracy of the data they display. In fact, in San Diego, they routinely post 30,000 to 40,000 more homes than the number actually for sale. This represents a 300% overstatement of the actual inventory. Many of the homes the syndicators list as available are in fact sold, mispriced, under contract, or no longer on the market. They purposely make it nearly impossible for home shoppers to find out who the listing agent is on a specific property while forcing them to sift through thousands upon thousands of bogus postings and redundant advertising. Why do the listing syndicators inflate their inventories? To lay false claim to offering more choices than their competitors and to extract exorbitant fees from unsuspecting agents and brokers. Furthermore, the listing syndicators promote the outright theft of our intellectual property and personal client data. Once in their possession, they do little to safeguard it. Property photos, occupancy statuses, addresses, and ID information often end up on sites such as Craigslist, where news reports frequently detail real estate ripoff scams and, worse yet, burglaries and home invasions. Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com need our listings along with our costly professional photography, descriptive language, and virtual tours. They need them in order to drive traffic to their sites. Until now, they've had little trouble taking it, and they do so without compensation to the brokers, agents, photographers, and videographers who create, pay for, and own the content. As if the theft of our intellectual property weren't enough, consumers are the ones who really get a raw deal at the hands of syndicator sites. Pretend for a moment that you're a potential buyer for a property found on Zillow or Trulia. You call the agent whose name is posted right next to the home of your interest, assuming that you're calling the listing office. In reality, you may be routed to a call center where an operator promises to put you in contact with a qualified professional who knows the area. The call center operator then starts dialing for an agent on their subscriber list who will actually answer the phone and agree to work with you. The agent picked by a listing syndicator may or may not be an expert in your preferred area. Indeed, their only qualification may be in the form of membership fees paid to the syndicator. It is almost certain that they have not seen the property you called about. They are often so unfamiliar with the neighborhood or complex that they start selling against it, trying to switch you to something they do know or one of their own listings. At that point, the listing syndicator hasn't just failed you as the potential home buyer, they failed the seller too. We are certain that the hundreds of thousands of hits on our own listings over the sample period did not cause buyers to view those homes, nor did they produce quicker sales or better outcomes for our clients. In fact, the few buyers who responded through listing syndicators often got the wrong information about our listings, and they often got it too late to be of value to them as consumers. These sites represent a failed approach to property marketing and one that frustrates home buyers, hurts home sellers, and brings little value to the brokers and agents who actually own the listings and the creative content attached to them. I don't want to leave anyone with the impression that we at ARG are against marketing properties. On the contrary, ARG recently sold a multi-million-dollar oceanfront home with the direct help of our recent television ad campaign. Like all great realtors, we are entrepreneurs at our very core. We applaud new and innovative ways to market and sell our properties. We demand, however, that any marketing plan produce tangible results, not meaningless hits in cyberspace. At ARG, we believe that when you hire a skilled, professional realtor to represent your property, that he or she is the best qualified and most logical person to respond to questions from buyers and buyers' agents. Inserting listing syndicators into the process has made it harder for buyers to get real-time data on active listings and harder for sellers to get serious buyers into their homes for timely viewings. We strongly feel that Zillow, Trulia, and other syndicators have slowed the recovery of the housing market. Their overstatement of inventories is an outright deception of the public and misleads home buyers into the false belief that the market is flooded with available homes while telling home sellers their sites swarm with action-ready buyers. Neither is true. So to our industry colleagues, please find our listings as you always have through our cooperative Sandicor MLS and through your approved IDX feed. If you're a broker or agent who feels as we do, please follow us on Twitter at ARG_SD or on our Facebook page, ARG Abbott Realty Group, and join in the conversation. Take a moment and visit our comprehensive careers section at our website, argsd.com. To the home buying and home selling public, by all means, do your homework. But when you want honest, accurate information on a property, we say, talk to the source. You may find our listings in the featured home sections of argsd.com or through your San Diego area licensed realtor. If you're just beginning the process and not ready to commit to working exclusively with a broker, visit consumer.sandicor.com for unbiased, unbranded, real-time access to all MLS listings in the greater San Diego area. Of course, when it comes time to sell your home or buy a new one, please contact an ARG realtor by again visiting us at argsd.com and this time click on the Partners tab. You'll be glad you did, and thanks for listening.